We're back again with another episode of Distinguished Perspective. I am Distinguished Jason, your host, and I'm here with two of the members of Finger Circus right now. You guys want to introduce yourselves to the people out there?
I am Strobe of Finger Circus.
And I am Era of Finger Circus.
Alrighty. So what do you guys actually do? What is it that you guys actually do?
We finger tut.
Finger tut. Can you explain that for the fans? Because these are more like fashion people.
Okay.
So we're trying to collide your dance style with that.
Basically what we do is we make shapes and objects with our hands. It's kind of like an art style.
Can you give me a sample? Somebody?
Come on, Michelle.
See right there? I just made a rectangle. Another one. Another box. And then you can make stars and then make your face do an ant or something.
That shit is crazy.
Boom, 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 boom.
And it's called an ant, right?
Yeah. That's the ant right there.
It's like an actual ant.
Yeah.
Dope. So if you guys out there don't know, these guys have racked up millions and millions and millions of views on YouTube. Their group is called Finger Circus, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And what are the other members that are in the group?
We have Peanut. He is the person who was in the Taylor Swift video. You know, we have C-Tut, the creator of the face tutting. You know, all the crazy. And we have Nemesis, who has really clean animation. He's really clean with bending his thumbs. He has like a gift to where he can put his thumb all the way back to like right here. And we have J-Funk, our OG of the team. J-Funk has been in many commercials. He's actually in a new movie right now, putting on for the team. My movie is actually gonna be in the movie. It's for Marvel. I'm not gonna say nothing yet, but you know, we got squad. Thank you.
So we'll get more into what you guys do, but let's kind of start about like how we're here right now. So, Strobe, I've known you the longest. We met some years ago. Can you kind of tell the people how we connected?
Yeah. So I seen Jason's brand. I forgot what it was. It was on the social media, but I don't remember what it was. But I seen it, reached out, and you know, bro was cool. So he was like, "Well, I'm having like this." He had like a show going on in downtown Fairfield, I believe.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, portraying artists, you know, before everybody was big, you know. And then me and my boy Scorpion, Jamani Belton, he is the owner of WDA, Worldwide Dance Association. And we went there, and then Jason was cool, you know, and then we performed. And then after that, we got a sponsorship from him. You know, we got like heck of gear, and we was putting on. I battled a lot of times with his gear on, and you know, ever since then, I've been rocking the brand since I was like maybe 17 years old, and I'm 23 now. So
yeah, definitely. So he made that sound hella dope. That art expo was a really dope experience, I think, for the area for sure, because we got to see like a lot of the local talent, but ultimately like it was super the beginning, like way.
Yeah, that was my first ever show, period. So thank you.
No, thank you, because you've killed the whole set.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Since then, I watched this kid kind of blossom from then to doing. What commercials have you guys been in?
I was
state your resumes, both of you.
Google commercial
together. McDonald's commercial for I.
We've been on Right This Minute a couple times.
We'd be going on tour around the world. Germany, Paris.
Scat Art Museum in Georgia.
Me and Peanut did a show for the designer brand Hermes in Chicago.
That's crazy.
That was really insane. We did a lot of stuff, man.
You guys can go on and on. You guys are
Yeah, kind of. It's just hard to think of right now. I'm kind of tired.
There's probably a stroke friend right now. Stroke. Right there. Like. Love this guy. No, so, Jordan, I obviously met you through him.
Yeah.
And at some point, we all ended up working together at the store.
Really young to play.
It was at the photo shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, they got a video right now on Jason's channel.
I actually have that video up.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it in the little box
horrible.
right there.
Now we was going.
No, but I'm talking about when we took the picture.
You was weak.
No, like, alright, you guys remember the Reagan era tee, right?
Yeah. When you was swaying.
You post a picture with the neck glaze going down my neck.
It looked like one of them donuts, like a long bar glazed donut.
So look, time out. See, this is how you know it was super the beginning, because these niggas both told me, "Oh, that is super dope." Nah, that's what me and I was thinking was subconscious about the back and neck the whole time.
That was cool.
I thought it was dope because it wasn't me. So it's like
I already knew it was a shady situation. I just let them play me.
Red neck looked like Afro Sheen.
You sold a lot of teas.
that
Reagan era.
They was like, oh, that tea is literally wet.
The supreme shot.
But Make that nigga blossom.
Okay, so you guys both kind of started your careers on YouTube, would you say?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, off tops.
Gotcha.
YouTube is the reason.
Because we were talking earlier, we were saying how your fame is crazy because you've been doing it for 10 years. So, like, you have 10 years of YouTube footage, whereas, like, now a lot of people are just kind of tuning in.
Mm-hmm.
So, what made you start super young like that?
Honestly, it was back to Scorpion. Shout out to Scorp. It was in high school. It was in Fairfield High. I was maybe a freshman at the time. And I went to the lunchroom. I seen a big crowd. You know, I'm hella nosy. Oh, it's a fight. 4'11" at the time, so I can squeeze through everybody. And then turns out it was Jimani, and he was hitting like a crazy contortion. And I seen one guy in there, Deshaun Phantom. He's a tutter, and he was doing something. And I was like, bruh, I could do that. And, you know, all the girls and everybody was giving respect to the people dancing.
Gotcha.
And, you know, being the outcast, being the only Asian in the whole building, I was like, I want that type of respect. You know what I mean? So I started doing it, learning it, and then, like, ever since then, I never stopped. Like, dancing to this day, like, it's not about the fame anymore. Like, I kind of do it just because, like, I kind of remember my roots. I was hella cocky before, and now I'm, like, starting to realize, bro, do it because, you know, you love this before, you know, all the money and before all the, you know, everything you got. So, like, I just never stopped because of the love for it. Like, dancing literally saved my life. So, that's the reason I keep doing it to this day. He do it because he's spoon-fed, and he can just do it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all me all day.
But no, ultimately, so you moved here from Atlanta, was it?
Nah, Mississippi. No, it is Mississippi.
Wrong story.
Iberville, Mississippi.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So how did you end up picking up in kind of like the Bay Area culture?
I had a friend, Astro. He would always tut around me, and I thought it was damn near stupid. And I'd say around freshman and sophomore year or high school, I kind of just got into it. Like, everybody around me was dancing, so I just got with it. I saw Strobe. We ended up going to the same high school together. We clicked up. We always laughed, got together.
Tell him how we met, though.
How did we meet?
It was outside the mall. I thought you was gay.
Nah, bro.
He had on, bruh.
So disrespectful.
Right?
I really did. I'll keep it so late. I really did. When you and
what was I wearing, bro?
you was wearing some like light blue, baby blue shirt with the Kanye purple bandanas.
I went through that scarf era.
No.
They approached me, bro, and I was like,
with the plaid scarves.
I was trying to just shake, like, all right, y'all. But nah, it turns out though, like, you know, out of everybody in high school I met, as far as friends go, you know, we had a group called Heme Team. It consists of me, D-Mac, him, you know, Kid Strobe.
Gotcha.
It's just like, these are the most solid dudes I met in high school. So it's like, that's a big lesson though for everybody who's like, oh, don't judge a book by its cover, because, like, you know, this little flower I met turned out to be like, you feel me, this beam of light that I need in my life, you know, like, really though, like, but he's been my best friend ever since though, so,
Hey.
you know what I mean? Yeah. I won't judge you anymore, bro.
Flowers and beams of light.
Flowers and beams of
You guys got a
light.
real
This
spiritual
is a God
relationship.
dream. This is a God dream.
Everything. Yep.
Okay, so so you guys clicked up and made Finger Circus. So if you're already your own dancer, how did you guys all become this?
Let's talk
super
about
group?
this. Well, for all the fans out there who know and all the people who don't know, the guy I mentioned before, Peanut, we literally did not like each other. It was like, if besides the dancing, we would want to fight each other every time we seen each other. But it was one party, high school party, and, you know, I was kind of whoop-de-whoop. And, you know, I was like, you know, when you're drunk, you kind of like tend not to care anymore. You kind of like let people know how you feel. And, you know, I kind of gave Peanut his props, and then Peanut was like, you know what, bro, I'll give you your props too. So, you know, at the end of the day, we became as grown men, you know, stopped with the, you know, BS. And then since then, we had a video coming up called 40 Fingers. It consists of me, Peanut, him, and Nemesis. And that was before Finger Circus. That was just like, oh, let's collab all the cleanest finger tutters in the Bay. And then from then, we picked up Chase, and we made Dexterity 3. And then we just figured out, like, bro, this can really be a team, because how much buzz and how quick it was going at the time. Like, right when we dropped the video, skyrocket views. Everybody's like, oh my God, who is this new team? Because, you know, it's never been done before.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean, all 5 man, like, everybody on the team is a trendsetter.
Gotcha.
Nobody touched the same. Everyone started the style everyone wants to do.
Yeah.
So ever since then, you know, I came up with the name Finger Circus. You know, is it 100? You know, everybody was saying finger frenzy.
Hey, I
Fingers
said,
and two fairies.
I said 5-star fingers.
Yeah, that was the one.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it so lit.
But just know, I whips. No, play that. I didn't come up with the name, you know. But you know, everybody puts their part in, and that's the one thing I love about my group. Is, like, you know, everybody in the team like respects each other to a point. You know, that's why the team works so well together. Like, everyone always takes each other's ideas and we mix it in, like, you know, equally.
Gotcha.
So that's what makes our group like so strong. You know, it makes us like, I don't know. How do you feel about the team? You hate it too. I really hate the team. I'm out here.
Everybody.
I'll play you.
Everybody's really cooperative. I mean, like he said, nobody's one leader. Even though we're a whole group full of leaders, that's kind of where we will beef a little bit, but that's kind of where the creativity really comes in. Everybody has an idea. Everybody has something to throw in, and that's how where we make magic. You put us in a room for 30 minutes, and we can really create something crazy. We have videos for days just off of that.
Give us a week and it's over.
Yeah, but I love the team. Everybody has a strong mentality to get the job done. And to be creative and different. So it's cool.
And it's like, you know, where we're from, the Bay Area, people don't usually like to come together.
Right.
People don't usually like to help each other grow. You know, in the ATL scene, you know, dancing and music-wise, why do you think everybody's helping? Because everybody's helping each other. Right. Everybody's up. So it's like, I think we're a perfect example of like putting away your differences, you know, because everybody in the team is completely different from each other.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But now that we're all come together, like these guys, like, are so close to me, you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't matter where you come from or whatever. If you come together with like people with the same talent as you or the same passion, you know, you want to help each other. So it's like people in the Bay Area, you know, doesn't like to come together or whatever. So, you know, everybody in the team is like, we're all completely different. But, you know, when all great minds come together and think alike, you know, there's nothing that we couldn't do. We've only been in the team for almost 3 years now, and we've done a lot more and a lot faster than a lot of teams that have been on TV like before. It's like, you know, because we worked with the Periodics, we worked with the IME crews, the Quest crews, and they're telling us like we've never seen a team progress this quick. Yeah. So it's really a blessing, and it's just like I'm so thankful, you know, that to have put my differences aside and grow up finally, and you know.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, because from my perspective, it budded out of nowhere. It went from just like knowing all you guys on one level and watching you guys go to a level of like superstardom and what you guys do, and that doesn't happen often in dancing. So I think it was very quickly noticed because you guys are kind of one of the few freestyle groups that exist in the industry. You guys kind of talk about that.
I didn't even think of it like that.
You know, that's so true. We are. Well, it's definitely different. Like when we did the commercial for the Android, the whole Android timeline was based on us.
Yeah.
Not the other crews that were there. So that was the insane part. You know, it's crazy how much influence we bring as a freestyle group, other than choreo. I mean, choreo, yeah, they do their thing.
Right.
But it's like we're trying to break the game. We're trying to show other teams. We're trying to encourage, you know, other teams. You know, you guys can do it too. And it's like, it's really good to see. And it's really a great feeling to be one of the only, you know, groups that's actually doing something, you know, and continuing to ride this wave out. How do you feel about this, Jordan?
Our team is full of innovators. We are nothing but creative, and everything we push is to inspire a new type of way of thinking. Like when finger tutting first came out, you know, it was basic boxes. And every single one of us thought like, hey, why don't we just put our own little twist on it? And that's kind of what we want to do, and we want to show everybody to do. Just throw your twist on it.
That's a good point. That's a really good point, because we get judged a lot by the OG poppers and whatnot. They're like, "Oh, you guys are breaking the rules. It's not rules."
Throw gang signs.
Yeah, and like, bro, you know what I mean? Like, we're trying to show everybody out there you can break the rules and be better than, you know, the rule makers.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's nothing you can't do. Like, I'm not gonna listen to somebody because this is how we dance.
Yeah. Like,
you know what I mean?
All the geniuses in the world broke boundaries. They did other things. You know.
Mm-hmm.
They tried something new.
I agree. Like, I think as far as creative process is what it is. So I think there's some people who just kind of follow the wave, and it doesn't have to be just dancing. You see that in clothes, you see that in everything. And there's some people who try to swim against the stream and go the other way, which is kind of creating your own thing. But ultimately, when those things catch, then it's the biggest, highest wave ever because it's so different. But you finally got the eyes on you.
Yeah.
So what would you guys say that you guys did in your creative process that allowed you guys to reach millions and millions and millions of views in all of you guys' videos?
Being different.
Yeah, I would say like my thumb illusions and my creatures and stuff. Like, you don't usually see that. I mean, it's basic stuff, you know, that I got your nose type thing, you know, the little thumb comes out, or little thumb trick, like, you know, my thumb is cut off, and I kind of just integrated that into finger tutting. and threw it in there. And then I like creatures and stuff, so I was able to make animals and all that with my fingers and just go with it.
So how do you get to that? Like, okay, because when I design clothes and stuff, I'm up super late, and I'm just constantly thinking, or something that catches my interest. I was like, oh, I can flip that to this.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like you guys do the same thing in dance.
Yeah.
But what do you guys watch or that inspires you to be?
Huge anime fans, man.
Yeah,
Huge
all of
anime
us.
fans.
Like the only reason I started finger tutting was because of the show Naruto. It was I was learning like all that crazy stuff, and then I was like, oh snap, this like it looks clean on beat. Do, and then like I promise you, like I was never like I was always one of them dancers that messed around. But then my cousin Dante, shout out to Crisis, he showed me my first turfing battle, and that's when I got into seeing Scorp and all that, and I started understanding it more. But what Jordan was saying, like how he innovated his fingers, like my style of tutting, for instance, was like it just changed the whole entire game. So it's just like I guess being trendsetters and being different is what really helps us to get them views and people wanted to see us, because it's like we're like the new toy that just came out. You can have like the old school Beyblade, but where the shit that goes, you press the button and you have a battery in it. I can go all day.
I followed him though.
I can go all day, buddy. All day.
Nah. So what I also noticed about you guys, compared to the other Glovers that I've seen, which is not a lot, so you guys can kind of lead me on this, but you guys seem to be way more ahead in fashion and youth culture. So where do you guys feel like more of your fans come from? What inspires you guys' actual physical style? Do you guys feel like you guys get more fans in the gloving scene or like the youth culture that follows you naturally?
That's hard. I think it comes from both. Gloving is actually being a lot bigger lately. And usually when people look up gloving, finger tutting is always a related thing. They come hand in hand. So once they look at gloving, they find finger tutting. And I want to say the youth, really, maybe 17 and younger.
So what would if you could describe like a Finger Circus fan?
He lives at home with his mom. He has a joystick,
they're usually high school kids. Some of them are different, or they feel like they're different from people. We get a lot of like outcasts, people who know that they're not like everybody else.
We basically get the fans that were like somewhat like us. I was the kid that got teased in high school.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? I was the outcast, and basically all of our team was. Everybody always got teased. But it's like we're giving these kids like a chance, like to show them you can be who you want to be without judgment. You don't have to listen to that. Because it's like we have so much judgment on us because we're all getting older and we're still doing this. But in reality, it's because what we love, and we're seeing a lot of like success from it. You know what I mean? So it's just like we're trying to show these kids all look up to us and tell us every day like you guys are like seriously my goals in life. Like you show me that I don't have to listen to my mom and pop when they tell me that I can't be something in life. So that's pretty cool. And we inspire a lot of different people around the world because I have a lot of I'm from Oakland. And I have people in the hood, like from the city hoods to the Oakland hoods, always telling me, "Hey, yo, bro, y'all keep it up with the finger tutting." Like the hood sees it too. Yeah. You know what I mean? All the gangsters, everybody respects it. And it's not everybody always judge us too, like, "Oh, you guys finger tutting, that's gangbanging." It's not gangbanging, like I said on my BuzzFeed video. It's storytelling. You're writing a story with it. You're showing people something that they couldn't create, but what you see in your mind, we portray it for you. Yeah. What we're seeing in our head,
Definitely, I think. With the fans overall, I think everybody kind of creates the fans that they create, right? I think the youth gets it. People in the streets, they're up on game, so they get it. They find ways to make money, and ultimately, TV's gone. Radio's gone, right? So what do you look to when you're a younger kid? People don't really play outside anymore. They look to social media. YouTube is the new TV.
YouTube, Facebook, World Star.
So ultimately, you guys are doing not saying that you guys are, but we can't down your fans, and I can't even down my fans, because sometimes I thought I got the weird ones too.
Man, we love them, man. Yeah, every single one. Like we always go to when we go to like shows and like we meet like all types of people. It's just like everybody. There's one thing in common about all of our fans. They have the same loving, positive energy towards us, and that's what we vibe with them about. It doesn't like I was just saying, like we don't care who you are, what you are. you know, but it doesn't matter about race, gender, but as long as we all have the same love for the same thing, we're the politest like people, because all the fans always tell us like, oh, I wouldn't believe you guys would talk to me, like, oh yeah, let's get a picture, dog, and on their Snapchat, hey, you know what I mean?
Right. Well, tell me this, because in my creative process, when I first started getting people that would slide in my DMs or whatever to talk to me about fashion and stuff like that, it was weird for me because I didn't expect or want initially for people to look up to me.
I feel that.
So it's kind of weird to take the responsibility, especially from someone I don't necessarily know, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying when I say our fans essentially become our family as we started to realize that we're all one. They look up to us for what we do because they see themselves in us. And I think that's crazy, but it's crazy to think that YouTube could do that. Like, how lives you guys have touched.
It's really it's a blessing, man. Just thinking about it, like every time we get fan mail, like solo or with the team wise, it makes us feel so good, you know, because it's like, you know, we didn't think coming up we was gonna be that much of an influence. We didn't think that this would be our lifestyle, like, you know what I mean?
Not at all. I thought we were just
doing this like street dancing, like this YouTube video. Like I'm gonna grow up eventually, you know, type stuff. But it's just like, just this feeling right now. It's like every time I get it, it's just it just makes me feel like the greatest inside. Because it's like, I also love to watch our band's videos. Like, oh, can you peep us? Hell yeah. You never know who's gonna be the next big thing.
Right.
You never know who got the talent. So I'll watch everybody. I'll sit there and watch a kid dance on the corner because I was there. Right. You know what I mean? You were probably the next Chris Brown. Oh yeah.
Somebody had to watch us, you know?
Exactly.
And I mean, ultimately, like, if there's talent there, you become a fan. Like, you guys were a fan of dancing before.
Yes.
You guys did that already.
Yeah.
I think that's what the fans sometimes forget is, like, everything that you think we're too big for, we still do because we did it to get to where we are.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta keep it up.
Exactly.
Don't forget.
It's our roots.
Yeah.
That's what we loved. This is what we, you know, began with. So we'll rock with it till this dies.
Got you.
I just like hiccup the same time, so I kind of like do this to throw it off.
All right, so tell me this. Let's talk clothes overall, right? So you guys have two different styles because you came from the South, you're from the Bay Area. What would you say about where you're from that inspires the way you dress? I know I asked that, but we went off on a tangent before we could get to it.
I had no style before I came to the Bay Area. I'm gonna keep it so lit. But hey, man.
You got great friends around you.
Yeah. Once I hit high
you
school,
see that? No.
I ended up coming up. But an artist from the South, a musician, RJ 3000, he was really different. And since he was from the South and I was from the South, I really related to him. And he just dressed differently and did everything kind of different. But besides that, I mean, I like gold. Gold.
For sure.
And if I could, you know, from the South, I would have like a little diamond girl going on.
If
I could, I'd be stepping down.
Alright, so I'm really different about jewelry actually since we brought it up. Like, I don't really like jewelry, and if I do, I like a silver or platinum color. So what is it that attracts you to like jewelry and gold overall? From your perspective?
Well, I need to answer how I got my fashion, but I will throw that in there. So being from the Bay, you know, we had the Jabot movement, we had the hyphy movement, the extra large tees with the bedazzled thing, but I had Jabots, I had the J's, you know what I mean? I was a fly Asian kid, kind of. But then my main influence came from my grandparents.
Gotcha.
Like, you know, all this is, like, I love designer because my grandfather used to wear, like, you know, the OG bomber jacket with the silk. My grandma used to have the Versace, everything, Chanel. So it's like, you know, I like to mix in, you know, that grungy kind of look, you know, also with, like, vintage grungy with high fashion. Just like what your brand says, I'm a low life and high fashion.
That's tight, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you like how you put that
but yeah, that's how it was. In gold, gold. The reason I got into gold a lot is because of my girlfriend. She was always rocking the black and gold look, you know what I mean? So she always looked hella clean with it. So I tried the black, you know, the black leather jacket with the gold pieces, and I was like, ooh. You know what I mean? Because I didn't like jewelry at first. I didn't think I could pull it off, but then like I started like putting on the chains, like with the outfits I was talking about, like the vintage look, and I'm like, you know what, bro? I get so fly. Woo! Feels like I'm sing with me. Feels like I'm taking off. I'm so fly.
You really started singing. That's our group.
Alright, how you get in your how you like gold, bro?
I love gold. Gold has always been my favorite color. Ever since I learned about Egyptians and everything, and I always saw the jewelry, you know, draped across the necks, earrings, rings, all of it. Loved it. I always wanted that. So that's
Just the one to be a wet boy.
Just gold.
I just want to be so
gold member.
nice and all the gold.
I like gold.
Dope. Alright, so shoe game. Who's got the better shoe game in the group?
I'd say you got it.
Oh yeah, I'm shitting on these fools.
You got it.
Oh yeah.
Is there a certain, like, what's your favorite shoe of all time?
Right now in my closet, or just like of all time.
If you
Okay,
get any shoe
of
out
all
there.
time, my favorite. Everyone knows, like knows me personally, is the Jordan 11s. Like those, like will always be my, because it was my childhood. My first pair of shoes was the Red 11s.
Gotcha.
So it's like them shoes ran with me forever. Like those shoes are like my childhood mixed in with my high school life mixed in. It's just my life.
Definitely every Christmas.
Yes. Please, until I got older and they started forgetting.
Man.
And then they was like, you ain't gonna be anybody. And now I'm studying my own stuff, boy. I mean, Rocky, what was your favorite shoe?
Well, any J's I don't really like J's, but any J's I've ever really wanted, I end up having now. But the shoe that I don't have, that I want, are the Skunk Dunk Nike SBs. If there's a fan of any type of shoe, it would be Nike SBs, and those are the ones for me.
Them is the one. I bless you.
Thank you.
If you're a fan and you have them,
Hey, size 9 or 9.5. Hey, let me know. Let them be legit. Let me know. I've seen some fake ones. Somebody's tried me. Don't try me.
And don't get me wrong, though, I'm like a Nike head, but lately, like, I've been buying Adidas, and bro, the comfortability, like, is starting to, like, overcome me. And then, like, as far as, like, and it matches with the fashion, like, you know what I mean? It's pretty clean. It's nice. Especially, shout out to Yeezy. Those things are game changer. But favorite shoe in the whole class is my Bape Puma collabs.
Yeah, let's say that real quick.
Extreme stunt.
My favorite shoe in the whole class is my Big Puma collabs.
I'm gonna pause the screen. Extreme stunt.
With this right here, with this.
Still stunting.
With this.
Stunting.
Alright. What's your favorite shoe?
What's your Bape size?
Yeah, hold on. Put his foot up.
Yeah.
I can't reach right now.
Like a ballet gymnast. But no, that's tough for me, because
You always had a different style. Like.
yeah, growing up, I was a Jordan 11 guy too, but it was just because I didn't really. I did have Jordans actually, but never the 11s. I never had a pair of 11s as a kid, so I really wanted those hella bad. But then, like, as I started to move forward, I started getting more into runners. I don't know if it's because I'm old.
Comfort.
Like old.
The comfort is
comfort.
Nah, they just fit well with jeans. I feel like as we started to slimmer down on the jeans.
I see that.
I feel like
Yeah.
I can see that.
Air Max week. You know. But yeah, so
Shout out to
I guess my favorite shoe currently are just Asics, the brand wise.
Yeah, they have been coming
You
out
got
with some
some pretty
shady
cool
ones lately.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
some
got some
real
cool
shady
ones.
ones.
Yeah, definitely. Is there anything you want to talk about, actually? Any conversations, any questions, anything?
Yang.
Let's talk about distinguished.
Yeah, let's talk about your brand, dude.
You want to talk
Because
about
I want to personally get
So
to.
you want to reverse interview
Yes,
this?
we're.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Hi, my name is Jordan Buford, and this is I am the CEO. I mean Jordan Belford from I am the CEO for what was it called? Hold on, don't correct me. What was the movie with Foster? What was his
Jordan Belfort.
Jordan Belford. I am with Strat Oakmont.
Oh,
You feel me? I am with Strat Oakmont, and I am here to tell you today, if you were to invest a measly $4 billion. Alright, anyways, but yeah, so it's our turn.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to want to have your own brand, dude?
Damn, that means I gotta go all the way back. Nah, so ultimately, I keep saying that word too, but starting out, I was a baseball player. So I played baseball since I was like 4 years old, literally.
So he was out there.
Well, yeah, so I had a stepdad that was drafted by the Cubs in 1981. He played AAA ball and had an injury. So that stopped that for him. And I played baseball as a kid, and I wasn't raw to begin with. I was trash. Like, the first baseball I ever threw, I threw it over a backstop. If you know how high a backstop is, like 20 feet in the air. So I threw that shit over that. And my mom, I went home crying and shit. And my mom called him, and he was like, oh, I got drafted, you know. Well, she knew that, but yeah, so he made me work my ass off, like the way you guys practice for dancing. Imagine that, like, 10 times a day.
So he was labbing with the baseball.
All day long. Like, if I had a water ball in my hand, I was swinging it like a bat. If I had a piece of foil, like you said at the job, if I had something in my hand, I'm throwing it. So baseball was kind of life. Like, I had 3 schools after me and then the Oakland A's. But my dad passes away my senior year. I want to be a man to the family. So I go work more hours at Echo. Where I spent a lot of my damn life, obviously.
Echo.
Hey,
Echo
so happy to see you're gone.
At store 141.
Lifetime supply of teas. Nah, but yeah. So I went to go work at the store. Started working more and going to practice and stuff less. So all of my scholarships fell through because I didn't really play my senior year. The scouting for the A's, they moved on to whoever the fuck was next because it goes fast. Yeah. Just like a movie deal, right? So as a kid, I was an angry kind of a kid. So I beat some kids' ass at school one day, and they made me go to drawing art classes for my anger. White, you know. Well, I wasn't living in Hercules, so it's all white.
I said white, you know.
Whoops. But no, so I always could draw, and then my senior year, I was selling tees of like, I don't know if you know what puff paint is.
Yeah.
But at our school, we used to do puff paint on tees for senior tees.
Yeah.
I used to be the ones.
You have the little glitter tubes that you squeeze out, and it's like paint. Everybody was making them at our school, right? So I started selling them for Deb, and that's where. So that's where everything began for me. And people told me I should put them on shirts and stuff, and I just kind of ran with it. It started out as like a hustle to help family, and then it just kind of stayed around because I got passionate about it and I wanted to be good.
I mean, it's working, man. It's for sure working.
Yeah, dude, you have a really dope
It's
brand.
slow. I mean, I think ultimately it's the same thing. It's a creative process. You get level by level. For example, with you guys, and you always try to figure out what's next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is next?
I don't know what is next for you guys.
We got a lot of
Flip
stuff
that
coming.
show back around.
We can't say what's coming next.
But we have a lot.
But just know.
There's no spoilers.
Yeah, we can't spoil it. Yeah.
Movies.
Battles.
Battles. Hold on.
when you segue.
April 2nd, I'm returning after I'm going to a rematch against the legendary, battle of my past, Chunky versus Strobe. A lot of people are talking right now. But just know, I'm not losing.
He said he's not losing.
He said he's not losing.
Looming.
He said he's not losing.
And I'm not saying that just because I'm being cocky. I'm saying that because this battle to me, it doesn't matter if I win or lose. This battle right here is gonna wake the culture back up, and I feel like it's what we need because nobody's giving us those real fire battles anymore. Everybody's battling the same people. They're not taking it serious. So I feel like it's gonna be Goku versus Vegeta, clashing heads when when they're. But all I'm really doing it for just to bring back the culture because I feel like sadly turfing's dying, and it's because of all the politics. It's because these people want to come in and try to run all the business and not knowing what the hell they're doing.
So explain turfing a little more, because turfing in
Finger tutting.
Well,
my background, I know for personal experience, myself, Nemesis, and actually all of us except for Chase. Okay, so the difference between turfing, what we do, finger tutting, it's basically all 4 of us. The only ones who doesn't come from a turfing background is C-Tut and J-Funk.
Yeah.
They're mainly poppers, animators, and whatnot. That's where they started from. We all come from the hood version of the Bay Area's dance, turfing, taking up room on the floor. And, back in the day, turfing was straight swag, storytelling, and it always tell what hood you're from. For instance, West Oakland, you would have the crazy feet. Richmond had that bounce, everybody had their own thing. But, tutting was incorporated with turfing. So, when I started off turf battles and whatnot, the main attraction that was new was tutting. It was all who had the craziest combos, mixed in with the boo boo boo. So it's basically, we just got really, really freaking good. Besides the turfing with the finger tutting, that was our focus. Gotcha. Tutting and our hands, dexterity. Yeah, what I mean, that was what we loved about turfing. So we just took that,
Yawning, tired.
The story.
Yeah. Of my lifetime. But basically, we just how you said with your brand, you know, we kind of just took it and ran with it.
Oh,
That's what it is. But turfing, man, it's been a big part. Shout out to turfing. But we gotta bring this back, y'all. We used to have it lit. Y'all gotta stop not cheering for the people because you feel like you're too cool. Cause you know in your head, bro. Like I cheer for everybody. You know, we
have to, man.
Like because it's like, bro, you know when you see real material, y'all just hating because you want your teammate to win. And that's what it is nowadays. Everybody wants their teammate or their homie to win so bad they'll forget what meaning of like a real battle was.
Right. No, definitely.
Yeah, you gotta be real with your teammate.
If
they lost, they lost.
Because how are your teammate gonna get better? Because what if that teammate who beat the guy who just beat him in reality, you know, but you chimmed him to the top? What if he goes against like a world class thinking he's gonna dog because you told him he was gonna dog? He go up there hitting some two-step motherfucker speed boy, and that was your fault because you didn't tell your friend you got dogged.
It's like
you were supposed to help
you can
him out.
protect him on a crowd judging battle, but when it comes to like real professional judges, you know, your style is really the only thing that's gonna hold you down.
Gotcha.
And your talent. So it's Chim. Call Chim.
The whole game right now is just it's like being taken over. Besides Scorp right now, because I really respect what Scorp's doing. He's paying his dancers. Scorp is giving the opportunity to turf dancers to make money for the battles.
So when you guys battle, this is like a real question. When you guys battle, you guys don't always get paid.
No.
Gotcha.
Like majority of the time, it is for the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For fun.
But then again, I'm not gonna do any more free battles towards a company that is only trying to benefit themselves.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna say any names, but there is companies that will put your name on the flyer, big names with resumes, and not give them a dime. You know what I mean? Oh, I thought we were homies. No. You gotta understand business.
So question, it's kind of like off to the side, but you guys say the turf dancing culture, right? So I know that culture is kind of based on a bunch of people that do the same thing. So like our fashion culture is super different. Like I deal with a lot of different people. Sometimes I'm able to kick with you guys because you guys understand fashion. Or when I go to LA and stuff, it's like different. The hipster, they smoke cigs all the time, stuff. You know, so it's a different vibe. So how would you explain turf culture? Like I know you guys talk different and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like I understand the dancing, but I don't fit in when it goes into that. So explain it a little bit.
I would think turf culture with everybody is kind of just the team you're part of and who you dance with, you know? If you look at every team, everybody's different. They dress differently, they act differently.
It's kind of like cliques, gangs.
Yeah, it is. About it. Yeah, everybody kind of just sticks with their team and does their own thing.
So how is it? Okay, because if you guys all practiced at home, right? Before you guys met each other, like, and you get comfortable practicing alone, how did you guys arrive at a point where you're comfortable all day?
It's weird. It gets real weird. I think you just have to kick it and become, you know, friends more than anything. Because once you're comfortable around dancing with your friend, you can kind of just be yourself.
Yeah.
So usually I'm cool with dancing to myself. But if I'm comfortable around Strobe or you or whatever, maybe I'll be a little open to try moves. And if you support each other, like, oh, I like that, it gives you more freedom to do other things, you know.
Gotcha. But is it ever a time where it just feels like, I'm not going to dance in front of this guy?
I honestly feel like it all depends on your mood that day. Because like majority of the time, like what got me out of my stage fright was I used to street perform, you know, in Frisco for money. So it's like that when I was young, I was really nervous, but that's what kind of broke me on my barrier. I could dance in front of everybody after that.
Gotcha.
Like it didn't matter who was in the room. Like you could be a dancer, you could be a non-dancer. But I think majority of the time, it's just all, like I said, it all depends on how you feel that day. Like, because if there is like a weird vibe in the room, like I'm not gonna show it because you're gonna just talk yang.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Because you'll know what to do. Because like, you know, some guys give, or women, they give off that vibe, and you're just like, yeah, I kind of don't want to do anything because he's gonna say something. I'm gonna, you want backups?
Gotcha.
That's about it.
They being cut.
So do you guys feel like you guys are more comfortable dancing because that's your profession? Like you reached a point where like, I'm so comfortable in that place, I can do that. But is there any talents that you guys like don't do in front of people?
Yeah. I can draw. I love to draw in my spare time.
Would you ever share your work?
Nuh-uh.
Gotcha.
I also can skateboard really good.
I've actually seen you skate.
Yeah, I skateboard pretty good, but there's not a lot of people I do it in front of. So it's like, you know, I have to kind of be private, or like even when I go to skate parks, I kind of don't want to show people because I feel like I'll get judged. You know, because everybody else is so raw. Gotcha. So I keep it like that is a talent of mine that I really will only do in front of people. Because my friends don't clean.
But then ultimately, you know you're wrong.
Yeah, I know I'm clean. Yeah, but
that's how I feel about dancing. How about you?
Jason is clean, by the way.
I'm just dope at whatever I do.
How arrogant. Are there any other talents though? Like as if your fans really truly wanted to know.
Besides being slow.
Man, no.
And liking gold.
I just have. I guess my talent would just be retaining all the information that I retain. I'm a weird fact person, and that's mainly it.
Like I said, like I was talking about earlier. He's the Tej to our Fast and the Furious group.
I'm like the tech guy, the computer guy. Oh yeah, I'm pretty good with computers, I guess.
So how would you say?
I'm really good with music and getting around.
Since you're like a dancer and a professional one, how would you say that other side of you was created? Like what experiences did you go through to be more of like I'm responsible type vibe? I'm really asking sincerely though, because you sounded like as if he feels more responsible, like you tap into more things. No.
Like he just said, he has no explanation. He's just
not realistic?
Yeah, I'm just. I think what makes me more responsible is just how much I focus on things. Hey, don't tell me.
Okay,
when I focus on something.
Be realistic with me, because I'll cut it out. Are you realistically? Do you consider yourself responsible?
For people, yeah, but not like anything else. But music,
I need music first.
I dog shit at games.
You're raw at games?
Yeah.
What's your
Fight night? See me at fight night.
What's your
I'm
user
on
tag?
it. Huh?
What's your user tag? Or what system do you play?
I'm off right now. I'm about to get the Xbox One, so once I get back on that, I'm gonna have it there for anybody to follow me, and we can go ones on fight night. I'm about to get Division. I'm in Dark Zone all day. We can play that. I'm like level 20, 21.
I like Dragon Ball Z.
We can go. Dragon Ball Z, Naruto. Y'all can get it. Bring it on.
I haven't played.
Don't see this man in Halo.
Don't see me in Halo. Don't see me in Halo. It's all bad.
I haven't played a video game since Grand Theft Auto 3.
God damn. God damn.
I'm being so stupid.
What was it on? PS2?
PS3. PS2.
PS2.
Like I played a couple of games, but that's the one that I was really like, yeah. R1, L2.
And
R1.
after that, he played all the games of his life. And
Yeah.
All gun G.
Hey, but you ever play San Andreas? Or did you know when you play San Andreas, you put in too many cheats before a certain level, you can never beat the game?
No.
Yeah, there's a certain level or a certain mission where if you do...
Zooming on his face.
You mad because we got gamer weird?
Yeah, I'm like in the corner like... See, I like Call of Duty and like Hadouken, you know, like Street Fighter. That's about it. I don't know about this.
Like I mess with sports games. Like I'm raw Madden still. It doesn't matter what you.
I suck at any sports game. Fight night.
I can play like NBA Street, like the first one on PS like 2. When you run out of juice. You have like a 4'2" nigga in the air dunking. Bow, game breaker. Blouses.
Game. Blouses.
Hello, Charlie Murphy.
We're gonna cut it because it's getting so weird. Go ahead and plug your like social media stuff.
Well, you can follow me on Instagram. I don't know if you're gonna put it right here. At Strobe Flacco. Snapchat me at Strobe Flacco. Hit me on the Twitter at Strobe Flacco, but instead of an O, put a 0.
His search engine optimization game is numero uno.
Twitter.
Fuck your social.
Are you error? Instagram. Are you error? Trance. Are you error? Snapchat. Oro era. That's OROERA.
Alright, fuck these guys. Back to my social media because there's so many different ones.
ASAP Jesus.
Behind the camera.
Distinguished Jason. Distinguished Minds. I don't know any of them after
And
that.
my Snapchat is same old Jason, but those are all.
Oh yeah, same old Jason.
Those are all in the bio for all of us, and you guys put them across the screen. It's always lit. Say bye to your fans. We are out.
Wait, hold on, bro.
Alright, y'all. Make sure to follow
Represent
Finger
that.
Circus on Instagram.
Oh
and
yeah,
Twitter
follow our team.
and Facebook because we're everywhere. We have new videos on our Instagram almost every week. Check that out.
We're
Alright.
cool, I think.
Yeah, a little bit.
Alright, and these videos will be coming to you guys once a week, but before we go, I'd like to gift all of our guests on camera so that you guys can see all the new stuff that's coming.
A present?
And they can wear what they deserve.
For us?
Here you guys go.
Alright, let's see what we got here. I know for sure. You know what, bro? This never my care package, so I keep it lit.
Oh yeah, this was solid though. I actually wanted one of these for a minute.
Shout out to distinguish Jason. This shirt, I mean, this crew neck right here is literally our life. Low lives and high fashion, and the new joggers that I was wanting for so long.
Hey, you guys didn't have to really like it.
I don't care. Got gear.
Nigga.
We got gear. Got gear. We got gear. Yeah.
We got this shit like a Narwhal video.
Alright, that was us signing out.
Why is it still rolling?
For real?
Yes.
Oh,
It's still going. Press the goddamn button. Press the goddamn button.
Young nigga still frozen.